Why, greetings YouTube and all the free-to-play players out there. It is good to be with you once again on this, what I'm going to call now, a game-changing event. I've had a lot of the day to think about what I saw out of the Valkyrie skills, and when I first looked at it, I saw a Titan that with the right relics can match any defender in the game easily. Now, I may get a lot of flack for saying this today, but I honestly believe that she is the first step in changing the meta of this game from Panthers. Yoon, what do you think about this event? I want to hear it regardless of your feeling, or whether or not you agree with what I'm going to say today. Because I definitely have an opinion that's not going to be the most popular. While you bring this, yes, I am right there with the relics are great. And I am actually, this is where I'm going to disagree with you, Yoon. The Valkyrie, what I see in that Titan is pretty phenomenal, and I'll go into an explanation on it. That's why the Titan, or the name of my stream is, she could be the start of the meta-shifting Titans, to move us away from the Panthers. And it all comes down to, one, she has what I believe to be the best ability printed on a Titan thus far in the game. Well, you know, we all have our thought processes on it, but hear me out here. That ability, you know, it's nice that we have 20% damage and 20% armor. Those are bonuses. But 20% to all elemental resists is where the real power is. There has been no ability printed anywhere close to this power level. If you add it all up, that's resist. On top of that, you get armor and damage. And so with the right relic build, she can be a mini Freya of old. And while mini Freya is not even something impressive, the real impressive thing here is the Spearmen buff. Spearmen are the most annoying unit in the game. Well, even without that 5-star relic unit, if you just have 4 or 5 orbs on, imagine a world where you've got a 90% resist across the board for all of her resist. All of your spearmen have 70, 80% resist, and they're rocking about 150 armor. If you've ever faced a Skullgar with buffs to spearmen, it is ridiculous how much damage those things can take. They have the most amount of health in the game, and what makes them unique from Goliaths is Rangers, you know, they can one-shot Goliaths most of the time. Spearmen, they can't do that too. And spearmen that are tanked up, Rangers won't even have a chance against them because they're not going to be able to pierce the armor, and they're going to have such high resist against what they have to offer. This is not a Titan that's going to go out and kill other people. This is a Titan that's going to stall as long as you could possibly think. Between her own resistances and the beefiness of those spearmen, you're going to make people... Yeah, there's going to be people that can still beat your garrison, but they're going to spend so long doing it that they're not going to want to repeat it. This isn't a mobile defense. This is a defense that says, throw everything you have at me, and I'm still going to sit here. Better than tanks, in the sense that Rangers can't just absolutely destroy them. More efficient against Panthers, because Panthers get stuck running through it. I understand. Siggy has similar skills in that regard, but Siggy himself is still pretty useless in that buff. I'm saying that having the midi Freya and then all of the spearmen together is going to make a force that's going to take 3 to 4 minutes to bring down. Now, I do see some weaknesses in this, and that's why I bring up the meta shifting aspect of this. The weakness I really see in this is to infiltrators. Infiltrators with that 5-star relic. They will run through defenses involving Valkyrie and the spearmen. But the cats, they're not going to be able to run through your spearmen. They're not only going to get stuck, but they may take out 10% of them along the way. They're going to have to run back and forth, back and forth. It's just not going to be time efficient for someone to do it. This is the perfect stalling out Titan. And if they ever fix the Grenadier AI, then the Grenadiers might actually be valuable in the defense as well. And so it's a different way to look at the defensive Titans. It's more of the way that you look at Skolnar, except for Skolnar has weaknesses that I don't believe that these spearmen actually share. So, with that said, I'm going to go throughout this entire event. I'm going to grind it out, because I believe at the end, I'm going to find a use for this Titan. And so I'm calling it on my stream today, whether it's a popular opinion or not. I think she's the start of the meta-shifting Titans. It's going to pull us away from these terrible cats that have been running a rampage for so long. And hopefully start introducing us to new metas. Going back to Infiltrator and Champions actually being somewhat viable again. Getting in the fray, in the mix. But for those of you that are looking for an analysis here of this event for free-to-play, if you don't plan on completing the event, you can still go far in this and get a ton of stuff. At the bare minimum, get yourself to 3,000. 3,000 souls will be enough to get you 3 tokens, a ton of portal stones, and 750 gems. If you want to go further, Matano is someone great to look for. But if you're going to go Matano, you might as well do the grind further on, because everything after Matano just gets better and better and better. And ultimately, this Fallen Helm going to be great for Valkyrie as well. But yeah, I mean, if you're just looking at this for the basics, go for 3,000 souls. That way you're going to get your 350 portal stones, your 750 gems, and if you stall it long enough, you'll be able to save these portal stones for another event coming up. Alright. Now, that aside, shout out to Non-Toxic for really pushing the envelope once again here. You know, we've got guys that are constantly grinding, and I know everyone's excited for the Matano. Perhaps so, Yoon. Perhaps so. And time will tell. I just see a lot of potential in this Titan that I don't normally see. Because if you get that armor and the health buff on them, even if you don't, you've got a tank and the ability to stall out. And while stalling isn't the funnest thing in the world, I just see a possibility for it to really discourage the Panther attacks in the future. And anyone who runs Panthers normally will understand that running it into Spearmen just feels like such a big waste of time. Because you run through them, you get 3 or 4 stuck in them, and it takes them another 5 or 10 seconds to kill off one. And that's if they don't have any resistances or armor. That's just the natural hitbox and then the positioning of it. And you could run a full thing of Panthers through a thing of Spearmen and not get the kill. And it gets to be so frustrating. And so that's what I initially saw when I looked at this event. That aside, I am going to do a little bit of grinding here, but I don't want this to go too far. because this video is not meant to be necessarily a grinding video. Hey, you know what, Yoon? I think you're right about it. These relics do have the potential to be gained. At the end of the day, though, I see a Titan that's going to have 90% resist across the board. And in addition to those resists, she's going to have Spearmen with 200 armor and 70% resist. If you get to that point, I mean, it's just going to be a pain for anyone to deal with you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right, I've got video evidence to back me up. But if I'm wrong, I got something that you guys can laugh at me for a long time to come. Alright. So, just to show you guys what I will be grinding with. I got my Loki here. I got him to level 30 for the event during the fusion. And I'm running my 4-star Bitter Dirk, my 4-star Mounted Armor, and then my 4-star Cape of Asir. I told you guys before in relic upgrading priority that you want to upgrade your troop relics first, and then a Titan relic. That qualifies as my Titan relic. And the reasons I'm looking forward to using Loki instead of Thor is his speed and his ability to clear these smaller troops. I'm going to be able to shave several seconds off of each clear because I'm using Loki over Thor. I'll just set this to work. Oh, and I just messed that up. Send those guys over there. Loki finishes up. He's going to come join. That's true. These relics, I'm so happy that I'm doing this event, because these relics, as I always say, it's all about the relics here. There's so many different variations you can use with these things. I hope you guys enjoy this event as much as me. I do plan on leveling up another 3 4-star relics. I'm starting to get to the point where I've got all of the base relics I need, and now I can just start upgrading the ones that I think might help me in certain situations. And that is a good feeling to have. How far do you plan on going in this event, Yoon? You going to complete it all the way for just the relics? Or do you plan on stopping part of the way through for certain ones? That's okay. I'm thinking about actually lowering the quality so I can have a quicker stream time. But anyway, this is the first time in a while. I'm glad that you're finishing as well, but this is the first time in a while that I've been really excited about an event. Between all the new relics and the potential I see in the Titan, you know, I think the developers did well this time around. Did really well. I honestly don't know if the Thor or the Odin event will actually be able to top this one. There'd better be some really nice relics, because Ranger Titans, I'm starting to think of them as a dime a dozen. Yeah, maybe I'll have to find something besides Omelet to use. I will say, though, that the event that's currently happening in the temple has me very interested as well. When you're hunting for a Titan to attack with, you know, normally the skills aren't going to really matter that much. The skills are really what you look for in the end game when you have a Ranger or something, because they're buffing troop Titans. And so, even though you're buffing troop Titans, I mean, he's still going to be useful in attack because you got the right relics. You can normally melt the offense. But And so, you know, you can get a bad set of skills and still have a Titan that's going to be efficient. That's all I'm getting at with that. Now, that aside, with the Guardian Titans, your set of skills means everything. And so when you have a chance to load up on Guardian Titans, even the chance of getting some extra ones, I think if you're not saving your tokens, like what I said before, for an event to try to make sure you get a bonus Titan, then using them on Guardian events is where you need to. Because while you won't use Guardians to attack with, they will be the worst things for people to try to hit your garrisons with, or your VP lands. Make it hard for them. Remember, there's two methodologies for defense. Make them pay the blood price every step of the way, or make it so long and so arduous that they just won't think to attack you again because they're getting hit 5-6 times during the course of their attack on you. And you get 5, 6, 7 attacks before they even finish. So when you're looking at Titans that way, that's what you're going to do. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to back up my words with my final thing in this stream. I'm going to do a few pulls. My Titan tokens I've saved up, my Epic tokens I've saved up, I think this is worth looking into. So get ready, all you Runa lovers. You're true. That's true, Yoon. X-Skill Titans, they are blank slates that you can build from. Alright. So I think if I get lucky, I'll pull multiple, but I've got 5 epic tokens and 2 regular Titan tokens. So I'm going to start with a regular Titan token and see what I get. No Runa, no Runa, no Runa. Oh, Halstead, alright. No Runa. We're going to go for an epic pull now. This one's going to be really good. Alright, here we go. Here we go. And of course it freezes. This is always the fun part. Did you get anything good, Yoon, from the temple? For those of you who just joining us, it's my belief... Oh, Atlas Scar, nothing special, alright. It's my belief that Valkyrie has a potential to be a meta-changing Titan. If you build her right, you're going to have yourself a mini Freya with... Ooh, here we go, it's opening now. Oh, Mothy! Alright! Just what I expected from these pulls. Okay, I'm not giving up yet. I'm going to use one more Titan token and one more Epic token. Good to see you, Josh. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to get something good here. Kazoot! Alright, I got a 3-star. Got 2 2-stars and a 3-star. That means this last Epic token pull I'm going to do right here is going to be a 4-star. Because that's logic, right? And we all know Dawn of Titans follows absolute logic. Oh, Noctis. Okay. Alright, I got 3. I'm going to end on an even note. So I'm going to end with 2 left. You guys will see that my temple pulling luck is just as good as everyone else's. As shown right here. Okay. I know when to cut my losses here, so I'm going to stop with that pool. Alright, now, I do plan on doing a much longer stream this upcoming weekend. For today, I just wanted to make sure I reviewed the basics behind Valkyrie. How I do think, when built correctly, She could be a Titan that starts to shift the meta away from Panthers. Look earlier in the video if you want to know why. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I really do enjoy this community, and any feedback that you guys offer is greatly appreciated. With that said, I am signing off, and you guys have a wonderful evening. Keep the grind up.